Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Chronic Colouring Down Under. Firstly, I'd like to thank those who have subscribed so far, and I'd like to welcome those who are watching for the first time. Thank you. My name is Sarah. I'm from Victoria, Australia, and today I'll be colouring in the first day of the Sally Berry Advent Calendar, and I'd love for you to join me. So grab a drink, put your feet up and enjoy. Hey everyone, I'm back. I just had to scoot out and grab my markers. They were out in my trolley. So, day one for Sally Berry's Advent Calendar is, as you can see, the Christmas tree. If you're doing this Sally Berry Advent with me, we'll get started. So I reckon I'm going to do my tree in a really pretty green, like a spearmint also. Let me have a look here what I've got. Yep, I like that colour. I'm just using my Ohuhus today, and this is the Horizon Green. I'm hoping Santa will bring me some more Ohuhus because I don't have a very big set. And I just love them, so I would love a bigger set, Santa, if you ever watch this. So pop that in there. I nearly started without any blotting paper. Oh, well, it is the 1st of December, as we know, and I've got to record Colourpoly this morning because I didn't get to do it yesterday because it was not a very good day for me. I woke up with a migraine. I don't know what's worse, actually, getting one or waking up with one. And I'm just really annoyed because my pain, we've actually got it at a really good spot at the moment. I still have to go back down and see my specialist next week, which is okay because we get to see my daughter while we're down there. Or I should say our daughter. And yeah, I think I might be able to hop off one of the medications, which would be wonderful because one of them really has made me swell up like a big balloon, and I'm just really uncomfortable, and with this heat, bleh, not liking it at all. The only reason why we are going camping in January is because we have an awesome air conditioner in our caravan. If we didn't have air conditioning in our caravan, I'd be staying home, or we'd be going to a caravan park and hiring a cabin because I just can't handle the heat anymore. But we went down the street and I went out of the line then, did a little bit of shopping. Only thing I didn't get to do, I wanted to go and buy the ham today, but I just had enough. But I went to the post office, posted a couple of parcels away, and got to go back to the post office again tomorrow to post some more parcels away. So I'll go with Darren tomorrow and get the ham tomorrow, and then I'll just do groceries by click and collect from there on till Christmas. I mean, we normally do it that way, and Darren just pops down if we need any fresh fruit or milk. We go through so much milk in this house. I buy 8 to 10 litres every fortnight when I do our grocery shop, and then I still have to buy more during the fortnight. My boys just love milk, And it's one thing. The only time I won't let them have a glass of milk is just before tea, because then they won't eat their tea. But they can drink as much milk as they like, as far as I'm concerned. Nice growing, good thing for them, growing boys. So, yeah. Sorry, I really needed to take a sip then. So, I think I've finished my Christmas shopping now. I just have to get a couple of vouchers, which is no biggie. I can do them online. And I'm done, except for me. I do this nearly every year. Darren, bless him, I love him to bits, but he's a really terrible shopper. Like, he doesn't realise that Christmas, it's like he doesn't think about Christmas until 11:50 Christmas Eve. So if I want something to unwrap on Christmas Day, pretty well I've got to make sure I put something under the tree. So I went into EB Games today and I bought, oh excuse me, I shouldn't have had that Coke, sorry. Legend of Zelda Awakenings on Lily's recommendation. And I asked the guy also about unpacking. Sally, I think you were the one that recommended that game to me. And they didn't know anything about it. I thought, well, that's strange, you know. It's not as though, Sally, you live in America or something. And it's come out there before us Aussies. So, Sally, is that a hard disk game or is that a downloadable on the Switch site? If you could let me know, that'd be awesome. We got to... Jace got the job. I don't know if I told you that. So I had to go and get him some black shorts and t-shirt. So he had his first official shift last night and he's officially become an ice cream snob. Where he's got the job, they actually make their own ice cream on site. So, yeah, he's going to not want anything but the best now. So that'll be interesting whether he even buys eats store-bought ice cream that we get. Because Darren and Tyron, our youngest, they love ice cream. Jace, Darren likes, obviously Darren can't just have your normal ice cream with his diabetes, so we get him Skinny Cow, and it's really, I actually really like it. It's really nice. They're like little sundaes. I think they only come in 2 flavours, and that's caramel and chocolate, or like vanilla ice cream with caramel sauce or chocolate sauce, I think. But I'm not a huge ice cream eater. I might have an ice cream once in a blue moon. I'm more likely to have a lemonade icy pole on a really hot day than ice cream. I think it's like a thick shake or a milkshake. I really like the idea of having one. Well, we had one at lunchtime. And I like the Wendy's shakes here because they are so thick it takes you 3 hours to suck through your first sip. Because it's quite warm, it wasn't that bad today. But even they're small, I can't have it all. Any milk products just fill me up straight away. So be good if you could just ask for a half small, but I'm sure they'd probably charge you still for the full price. But I suppose that's better than wasting the food, isn't it? I don't know. So I've had a very busy, productive morning. And if you hear sort of humming in the background, I apologise. That is my fan going. I do have the air conditioner on, but it's still quite warm. I just need the fan to circulate it. Otherwise, I might pass out on you on camera. Because I just don't like the heat. So I still can't believe that we are at December already. Like, it seriously feels like we just got the boys back to school. In January, end of January, start of February, and then they were there for a few weeks, and then they were homeschooled, and then back, and then homeschooled, and next thing we know, we're 25 days away from Christmas. It's crazy. I can always remember my dad said, the older you get, the quicker it goes. I think he's right. And that sounds like my boy's home from school now. Darren made me a sign to put on my door. It says recording, so the boys don't come barging in anymore. They've got a bad habit. I get in trouble if I don't knock on their door. And I respect that, because, you know, they're teen boys. They deserve their own privacy. Just like Mum does, though. But, yeah, doesn't seem to compute in their heads. It's like, well, you're my mum, so I can do what I want. It's like, no, you can't. I need my privacy too. Ugh. So, who's finished their Christmas shopping? I hope you haven't got much more to do, because I mean, I like, you know, going down to the plaza or shopping centre and having to wander around in a sticky beat. And it doesn't even bother me if there's a few people there. I can't stand it like probably the week before when it's just a huge rush. It's just, yeah, it's too much for me, and people start getting a bit cranky, and yeah, I just don't have the patience for it. So I'm better off to stay away. And yeah, if I don't, and because I use a walking stick, I've been knocked over at Christmas time before, and it was horrible. And yeah, so it's not something nice. And, you know, there's been times where we've had to use if I'm having a not real bad day, but could be better, I often would use a walker. And that's sometimes during Christmas we found that I'd have to use a walker even if I was okay, just to protect myself from no one bumping into me, because I've just left side, I've got hardly any balance, and yeah, if you bump me, whoop, I'm gone. I'm like one of those air toys that you blow up and it's got like sand at the bottom. Yep, over I go. And on my really bad days, which I generally try not to go, but if I have to, we have my wheelchair. But yeah, I don't want to be using the wheelchair just so I don't get knocked over, because I like to walk around too. And I think this is one of my favourite colours. This is the Pastel Set, and this one's starting to dry out too. And I've just, yes Claire, I'm getting the alcohol promise. It's on my list. But yeah, I think this is just about... Oh no, don't die completely on me now. Not on my very first colour along. Well, Advent colour along. Okay, I'm going to try and change sides and see if that'll help. Oh, it's gone all streaky and bubbly. I hate... Does anyone else feel awkward using chisel? I do. I don't... Yeah, I'm not very good at chisel. I find it really... Oh dear. Nah, she's going. Oh. Yeah. Okay, we're going to have a two-tone Christmas tree. Have I got another nice green? Not on the Pastel Set. Oh, we'll go with Jade. We'll see what this one looks like. Yeah, we're going really dark. This is the Dusty Jade green. Okay. It's okay. Mix and match. And I reckon I need a new nib for that other one too, because that nib was feeling a bit yuck. Has anyone heard anything about the Pentel dual metallic pens? I was watching Rashmi's video the other night and she had mentioned it, and so of course I went into a bit of a panic, and because I buy mine from Cult Pens and I wasn't going to put an order in until after Christmas. And so when I had finished watching Rashmi's video, which was about 3 o'clock in the morning, I went and done a Cult Pens order to make sure that I've got some, because they're my just absolute favourite. If they take them away, I'll be devastated. The only way I'll be happy if they take them away is if they've got something bigger and better. Metallic dual colour 2.0. And I did have a look on Pentel's site also, and yep, they're not there, so a bit of a worry. So if you want any extras, I suggest putting an order in and getting them before they go, or if you know something that I don't know, if you could let me know, that'd be awesome. I feel like I should go over that one too. This poor tree, oh, he's not looking real crash hot, is he? And I think what I might do, I might colour online every second day. So my next time I'll colour on camera will be the 3rd. Just 2 reasons. To take a little bit of pressure off myself for mainly my head. Because I just don't want to be triggering any head migraines at the moment, and I'm just not picking what the triggers are. Well, it could even be just the heat, but I'm not out in the heat a lot, so I can't understand that. My fluid intake's really good. You know, I make sure I drink a lot of extra water this time of year. So yeah, I don't know what it is, and you guys probably don't want to see me every single day, so yeah, I just thought I'll leave it for every second day, but it's still giving you something to do. And I'm sure there's plenty of other fellow YouTubers that are doing the Sally Berry Advent Calendar as well, because it's a great size for a nice little quick colour. Yep, not colouring in it very well. This is probably one of the dodgiest colours I've done in a long time. I apologise. I promise day 2 will be better when you see it, and when I do day 3 on camera, I'll try and be a little bit more prepared and test out my pens to see what they're like. Oops. Ooh. I'd love to know what everybody would love for Christmas. Tell me what you've asked for Christmas, and tell me what your dream Christmas present would be. No worries of how much it costs. Could be an island, could be a yacht. What would your absolute dream Christmas present be? And then obviously it has to be something that can be purchased. It can't be world peace or something like that. I think all of us would like that, wouldn't we? Great health. We just want to keep a little bit of fun happening. I'd like, certainly, if that was up for sale, I'd be buying good health. But it's not, so I'll just stick to what's in the catalogues. Okay. Oh, hang on a sec. Darren's just messaged me. Of course he has, because he has gone to the supermarket and I told him what to get, and of course he's forgotten something. I tell him, put it in your phone so you don't forget. All right. I reckon, does anyone else find with their markers that they work differently on different temperatures? Like this marker is really running today, and I'm wondering if it's because it's so hot. It's supposed to be warm again tomorrow, I think. So it'll be interesting what it'll be like tomorrow. No. Sorry for going out of line so much, Mr. Tree. It was a bit disrespectful, wasn't it? Now I've lost the lid. Oh, oh dear. Seriously, what did I do with that lid? Oh, it's over here. Okay, that was in that section. What colour baubles will we do? I reckon we might do orange. Something a little bit different. Going with the orange. This one's a bit of a mister because it's got green in it as well. Oh, sorry, out of camera. Sorry, guys. It's funny, the more you colour while recording, sort of the more you forget that the camera's there and you just colour and chat like you're talking to the person sitting next to you. Oh, well, I do. It's weird. And I have these conversations all the time, when nobody answers back, so I'm used to talking to myself. I don't know, I feel like I should go over the top with that other green, and I might still, but I might do that off camera. Yeah, it looks silly. That's nice and juicy. Sorry, this is just the YR3 orange, the Ohuhus. Both my boys have got extra tennis training tonight and they're not going to be happy. Actually, I better pause for a sec. Sorry about that. I just had to remind him to get extra cash out for tennis. Yeah, so the boys, Tyron only plays, our youngest, he only plays tennis, and that's the only sport that he wants to concentrate on. So he has 2 lessons during the week, and then he has a private lesson on Saturday, and then plays competition Saturday mornings, and he just loves it. We've got like a couple of tennis training things that he takes out the front, and all you hear is da-dunk, 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 is that him hitting the tennis ball. And Jace, our oldest, he plays as well, but he enjoys it, but it's just, yeah, Tyron's definitely the one with the talent with the tennis. So he focuses on tennis all year, whereas Jace just plays tennis for fun in summer, and then in winter he plays AFL football. And both of them used to play basketball, but we've said no, enough, because, you know, you've got enough on, because Jace also is part of the theatre group here, and they were supposed to be performing only just last week, I think it was, so it was due to be done, was High School Musical on stage, but due to COVID, it just wasn't viable for him to go ahead, unfortunately, so it was really sad. And he's made some great friends in theatre group, so and he wants to get into performing arts when he goes to uni, so we said to him, well, you know, you're going to get more benefit out of being in performing, like being with the theatre group here, than you are playing basketball, and now that you've got a job, and his school's still priority. So yeah, I'm all for kids doing extra activities. I think it's really important. I think it's really important for him to play team sport. Initially I was like, Tyron, I really wanted him to play football, but he's not a huge kid, and football's pretty rough, and if you don't have that oomph or drive to want to be there, my view is that he could get really hurt. So that's when we said, well, you know, do you want to just focus on tennis? And his eyes just lit up, and so that's when we said, well, you know, instead of playing football in winter, you just continue and have your private lessons in in winter as well. So he's happy little chappy. And a lot of people seem to think that, you know, tennis is not a team sport. Well, it is. When you play competition every week, you have your singles matches, but you still have your doubles, and you do have your team. So he's definitely getting that camaraderie that you get from being within a team environment, which it's really important to Darren and I, for the kids to have, you know, play in some sort of team. Diane used to play netball and danced. She finished netball, her last year was year 11 because she just really wanted to focus. She was doing 4 portfolio subjects for school, which is a lot. They only like you to do 2 maximum. So she chose to not play netball anymore and focus on year 12. And we were really proud of her for doing that. And because, yeah, it's not easy when you're in your last year of school and trying to, you know, balance all this, you know, have fun, start working a part-time job and start, oh, I left my gel pen out there too, you know, you're starting to practice for, what would you say, you're starting to practice for adulting, really, aren't you? So it can be really tough. So, but it's also important for him to learn these things, isn't it? It's really hard. Like, we took Jace in, or Darren took Jace down to open up his bank account, and we were talking budgets and whatnot, and he's got a great mindset of what he wants to do. And I've said to him, I'm only going to guide you, and, you know, make suggestions. But if you really want, like, we gave Deanna a car when she turned 18, and the only reason that she got it was because we just bought a new car, and so we thought, well, instead of trading it in for the few $1,000s we'll just give it to her. And we've been popping money aside for the boys, so they'll get equivalent sort of money that we'll give them to go towards a car. And we've been really encouraging them to put money aside for a car, and they still talk about it now. They talk about having money aside to buy a car because we really don't want them to get a loan when they get for their first car. Darren and I just think, you know, if you can get a decent car for a decent price, why not? You know, you see a lot of kids around here in these flash cars that Darren and I wouldn't even be able to afford, and we think, how are they paying for that loan? Like, it must be costing him so much money. But we could be wrong too. Their mum and dad could be paying for it. And oh, well and good for them. But, yeah, Darren and I, our kids, like, of course you want to help your kids out as much as you can, but also it's a really fine line because you want them to learn to be responsible and fend for themselves in a way. Like, yeah, so it's a touchy subject balance, I suppose, of how much you do for them and how much you don't do for them. You know, what's considered too much, what's considered not enough. It's, yeah, tough. And I'm sure if, you know, Darren and I mean, we always say if we ever won Tats Lotto, we'd be setting our kids up for life. And, you know, why wouldn't you? But, oh, whoopsie. But I know, you know, you see some celebrities that talk about that they don't give their kids any free ride. And I actually, you know, have a lot of admiration for them doing that, because it'd be quite easily, I think I used the wrong colour, whoops, easy for them to do that. You know, you see some kids that walk around with a credit card, and oh gosh, if I gave my kids a credit card, I'd be bankrupt in a month. I don't think they'd, you know, mind going and charging stuff up to mum and dad. Sorry, I'm just using, what am I using? This is the dual metallic turquoise green and metallic red and green. This is a pretty colour. and I'm just going over the lines of the fairy lights or the string lights, whatever you call them, from wherever. And there's another one. I've definitely done them the wrong colour, the outside one. Oh well, it's okay. See, I don't know how they could get rid of these. They're just so juicy and I love them. These were certainly a big influence from my friend Lily and Kay from Colouring with Kay. I was never really into glitter things. Then I sort of started watching more of Lily and more of Kay, and I was like, oh, that does look pretty nice. I don't mind that. You can't really see it though, the way I've done it. Oh yeah, just a little bit. Okay, and I'm just going to quickly do the grass and then the number, and then I'm going to leave you guys for the day. And this is just a glitter marker, and I'm trying to think of, this is a Montmartre glitter marker. And I'm just going to colour the whole lot in because we don't have snow here in summer. The closest thing we have to snow in Australia at Christmas time is a snow cone, and they melt pretty quick too. Can you tell green's my favourite colour? And I think when you see this page next, what I might do, hopefully I'll have the parts that I've gone out of line, but I might fix that top part up. And if I don't, that's okay. I still had fun doing it and chatting to you guys. I'm not even going to colour. I think I might try and stick to a dominant colour each page. I might change my mind tomorrow. Never know. And there she is, day 1 for a countdown. 24 to go. Woohoo! Okay, guys. Well, I hope you had fun doing your Christmas tree. I will be back for day 3 and we'll colour the snowman. So have fun doing the elf. And I want to thank you all for supporting me with this channel. I truly, truly appreciate it. It's been the best thing I've ever done, is starting a YouTube channel. So thank you. If you enjoyed this video and you haven't subscribed, maybe think about subscribing. Hit the notification bell, share with your friends, comment below. But most of all, stay safe. Happy colours, and have a wonderful Christmas month. Okay, bye.